Good morning to everybody on this panel. I am Nesta Smith, and I am really hopeful today that I could finally get out of UE after this meeting.
A pleasant morning to you, Nesta. We are happy to have you discuss your results this morning in anticipation of passing or a higher grade.
Yes, we are always delighted to meet the not so smart students.
I know sure.
Well, if you fail English twice, you tell me, you do the maths.
Anyway, while we all try to maintain our politeness, let us discuss what went wrong.
Well, it's not me. It's this teacher here who only hire. He only give me one line and tell me write a whole essay. Just a line of prompt.
But what the jail is this? You come here to try and blame me for your nonsense? The prompt is the only thing you see on the paper, Nesta. You didn't see.
Nestor, what Sir is trying to say exactly is that the credit assignment had other details on it. You only choose to read the prompt line and form your entire topic outline on the prompt.
I fighting for my mark. I do the topic burnout and I show the dimensions. You will only want people money, failing we not start a course to teach free money.
Boy, I sorry to tell you, you're not smart. You're just plain stupid and dotish. You ain't see that background information in the assignment on where burnout came from and who suffers burnout and how they suffer burnout. So you could have formed a better topic outline. All you had to do was open your 4 eyes and read it.
You getting me burnout right now. Watch in the middle of my head. I go in ball. My children them and see me for a week because you only want me read. I don't like to read because I dyslexic.
Oh boy, it seems like anyone can suffer from burnout because it is happening on both sides of the table. I am so sorry for persons who feel this way. Nesta, from your personal experience, what did you learn that burnout does to an individual?
Miss, well, things real bad with me, yes. I just feel to give up in life, you know. Sometimes I don't even want to go to work, nothing self. I just be real tired. My body just hot me all over. I feel my vein hot me. It's like I have a disease.
Nestor, everything that you just stated there is your background information on burnout. It's quite correct because burnout was recently named a disease. This is what my colleague here was trying to explain. It's actually a disease with 3 dimensions. That is where the prompt came from. Therefore, based on the background information, you needed to form an overall topic sentence for the essay.
I know you don't want me to call you stupid, but you know what is a sentence? Not a word, a sentence. You write a whole word, burnout. How is that a sentence? A real smart man thing, boy.
Also, your topic sentence needs to be narrowed down. It cannot be not too broad and general. Or who are you referring to? Burnout from what? Why is there burnout? What things will help you to construct the overall topic sentence for this essay?
All right. Well, I have an idea. What if I had called the overall topic sentence, burnout is a debilitating condition affecting individuals.
That's the spirit. Nesta, we are now getting somewhere.
Well, boy, I'm blown away. This boy have sense.
Hold on. Before we go forward, Nestor, which expository method did you eventually decide on and why?
It had to be analysis by division. It can't be nothing else.
Nesta, can you please justify this answer?
Well, I know I did get that right because first of all, if you check my original thesis statement, I did break the main idea into smaller parts. Mind you, I only mentioned 2 parts instead of 3, which was wrong. But I broke it up and it was consistent with having the word dimensions in it, which is part of the analysis by division method in terms of the types of words you use to recognize the smaller parts. And I noticed the prompt had the same thing. It had the same word, describe, so, and dimension. So I used the right method. I'm sure about that. Analysis by division.
Impressive. Very impressive, Nesta. That is correct. Can you think of a new recommended thesis statement which will be more consistent with these 2 areas? Your original thesis statement did not form an opinion to be proven, although you had the concept. Think of it like this, like a hypothesis. Your overall topic sentence must be answered to that thesis statement.
I read in here. For a thesis statement, I guess I could say that individuals experience burnout in physical, emotional, and psychological ways.
That's it. That's it, Nestor. What a really on-point thesis statement.
Thank God this boy knows something.
Nestor, you'll also need an opening line that is an attention getter for the introduction paragraph.
Well, I like drama, so I could do that. How about this? An electrical circuit that is overloaded gets burnout. Do people suffer burnout?
Well, it had to be that you lazy. Oh, you know the answer to everything now. But you should not feel.
Well, teachers just cause burnout, that's why.
I do regret feeling it.
Okay, gentlemen. Thank you for airing your differences. Nestor, you should have asked your lecturer for help. Were you happy with the transition words between the subtopic sentences?
Or you mean like if each one of the sentences was congruent with the next one and flowing together?
Yes, the top must connect like a full circle with the bottom of the essay. Transition words help to do this.
Yeah, like how you can transition out of you.
Okay, well, I would say that the subtopic sentences, they were too general. They all needed to be spoken of in the same manner. And subtopic sentence 2 and 3, they were more symptoms of burnout rather than dimensions of burnout, which is what it should have been. But I guess the way I constructed the sentence or the context clues that I used spoke more to symptoms. So for example, instead of using the word constituent, the word symptom could have been used. And also, instead of using the word behavior, the word manifestation could have been used. So in subtopic sentence 3, there were 2 sentences in that one. The word behavior was used, but the preceding sentence referred to a belief. Therefore, the completion of topic sentence 3 was not a behavior, but a belief. And it should not have been that. It should have been a symptom. So I would say that topic sentence 2 and 3, well, they don't transition well, they're not congruent from topic sentence 1.
Yay. Good job, Nestor. Awesome. Cheers for you.
Bravo, 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 Nesta. Okay, so you want us to raise your mark. What will be your new topic outline?
Well, I would use the overall topic sentence now that says burnout is a debilitating condition affecting individuals. My new thesis statement will be individuals experience burnout in physical and emotional psychological ways. My introduction will have an attention getter, which I mentioned earlier. An electrical circuit that is overloaded gets burnout. Do people suffer burnout? Then I will give the background information on where burnout came from, it being a recent disease as noted in the assignment, and that there are 3 dimensions to it. To close off the introduction paragraph, I will end with the thesis statement as a conclusion. Following that, the topic outline will have the same subtopic points in efficacy, emotional exhaustion, and cynicism. Then the topic sentences will read, 1, the inability to perform tasks competently is a facet of burnout which results in inefficacy, showing transition words and analysis by division words. Secondly, emotional exhaustion is a component of burnout which is experienced as numbness or inability to feel or respond to stimuli. Thirdly, cynicism is made up of an overwhelming belief in negativity or negative outcomes during burnout. Both of them also show analysis by division words and the relevant transition words.
Awesome. That is excellent
work. Excellent work.
So after saying all of that, let me hear you justify that outline now.
Oh God, Israel. Well, it's a hard panel, you know. All right, so my strengths for it are that the topic sentence is now narrowed to a specific group of individuals, and it's consistent with the analysis by division method, which demonstrates proof of information being broken into smaller parts. I'd also say that I can justify it by my thesis statement, which now forms a hypothesis of smaller parts showing all 3 parts of burnout rather than just 2 to be proven, which the topic outline suggests the overall answer for the thesis statement. Thirdly, the subtopic must expand on the constituents as a measure of T's as well that gives rise to burnout as a debilitating condition, so that each paragraph answers the subtopic, which will answer the overall topic. Also, the 3 dimensions of burnout were mentioned in the thesis statement, as I mentioned, and it's consistent with analysis by division method. Next, the subtopic sentences are now congruent with all, as I said, and they contain transitional words. And finally, my attention getter relies on a single component of 1 action to simplify the realism of burnout on individuals.
Well, yes, the boy make it, yes. All right.
I gotta say, Nestor, though, we are over the moon proud of you. But how come you didn't mention T's? What about T's in terms of subtopic 2?
Well, let's say save the best for last. The topic for topic 2 in T's, which is the first acronym T, is emotional exhaustion as a consistent constituent of burnout. Let me explain this further, which is the second acronym. It is an inability to feel or respond appropriately, often experienced as numbness. Thirdly, I'll expand on that, which is the second acronym, expansion. Emotional exhaustion affects individuals in high pressure situations, causing them to shut down. And then if the next E or the last E, evidence, the evidence I'll give of this is with Simone Biles, our recent hero in the US. She wasn't always a hero though. There was an inability for her to perform in the year 2021 on the balance beam because of emotional exhaustion, which caused her to withdraw from competition. So that's evidence that, you know, what I'm arguing is correct. And finally, to summarize it, my topic has to do with individuals and narrowing it down. So I want to say that individuals who are constantly bombarded by others and feel pressure to perform well often become victims of emotional exhaustion.
Once again, impressive, Nestor.
So I want you to tell us how you would form an introduction and a conclusion.
Well, I'll build the introduction first by having the attention getter I mentioned with using the electrical circuit. Then I will put the background information in it with how it's a disease, and I will close it off by having a conclusion of the thesis statement in the last line of the paragraph. I want to suggest that for my conclusion, I wanted to tie right back to my first introduction paragraph. So I would start by saying the conclusion would read, individuals suffer burnout in high pressure situations. Unlike electrical wiring in an overloaded circuit, the physical damage is less concerning than the emotional and psychological damage, because I want to argue those other 2 points as well, which can cause an individual to shut down completely. So that's an idea of what I'll do.
Okay, Nestor, this is definitely an excellent revision of your work. And we see no reason to not pass you this time. And with a high grade.
Don't let the elephant sing yet. So how we know if you could write the paragraphs properly?
Well, I could tell you from my personal experience, I suffer inefficacy. No, wait. I am diseased from inefficacy. I am frustrated, overworked, and no one appreciates any of my efforts. I am not meeting my targets on work, and my confidence has hit rock bottom. That's what inefficacy is.
Well, boy, you're in a real mess, yes?
Nestor, I am so sorry to hear that you feel this way. How would you approach subtopic 2, though?
Well, that says that emotional numbness is something that occurs, and that's how I am now. I frozen, and I'm not even talking like the movie Frozen. What I mean is I emotionally numb. It's as if completing this degree is no longer a goal for me. I can't find a group member. Nobody could find me. Nobody listening. My children and them screaming, running all over the house. My hair falling out. And constantly, I just had the cold. Always had the cold. I sign a chronic stress. Nobody had confidence in me. They're saying I'm not productive. But I really need to pass this course. And with a high grade, or else I go fail the whole thing.
Boy, to be honest, when I was saying you're stupid, I really didn't mean it, eh? You're just a little slow now, but you're gonna make it, man. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh my. That was quite a heart-wrenching story, Nestor. You are almost finished. Tell us about subtopic 3, please. How will you approach that paragraph?
Well, I interpret cynicism as being almost on the verge of a nervous breakdown, mentally traumatized like me. Imagine this, I'm working with special needs children in a secondary school. My mad, unreasonable boss expect me to get 100% pass rate for a class of 40 C-sec children. How are I doing that? So right now, I start again nervous feelings and anxiety. I don't take a set of days off from work. The doctor gave me post-traumatic stress disorder for 2 weeks from UVN school. That make it worse because now my work piling up on me. They send me EPA counseling. That can't help me. All I need is for the whole world just to stop.
Well, Nestor, we can certainly hear that now you understand and have interpreted the assignment well. It is rather unfortunate that you had to fail.
Well, at least you know how you feel now, so you can blame it on burnout.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, thank you, Nestor, for meeting with us. And thank you all for attending. And congratulations, Nestor, you've passed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you've passed.